separation, need no conversation, nah, nah, nah. On everything, it's automatic, going 0 to 100, nah, nah. Riding, wishing the wheels will fall off. Time is ticking you too long. Right before I decide to go. And like you hurt me, all this I it up if you deserve me, yeah. Pull up and hurt me, push the start. And like you hurt me, all this I it up if you deserve me, yeah. Pull up and hurt me, push the start. Pushing on my buttons with no hesitation. Gas me up, give me motivation. So tell me where we can't pick a destination. Gas me up, give me motivation now. Pushing on my buttons with no hesitation. Gas me up, give me motivation. So tell me where we can't pick a destination. Gas me up, give me motivation now. Come give me life and I'll change yours. Who needs signs? I say floating on the highway we loaded. Hold me, hold me. And you hurt me, all this I it up if you deserve me, yeah. Pull up and hurt me, push the start. And like you hurt me, all this I it up if you deserve me, yeah. Pull up and hurt me, push the start. Pushing on my buttons with no hesitation. Gas me up, give me motivation. So tell me where we can't pick a destination. Gas me up, give me motivation now. Pushing on my buttons with no hesitation. Gas me up, give me motivation. So tell me where we can't pick a destination. Gas me up, give me motivation now. Give me life, I'll change yours. Who needs signs? I say floating on the highway we loaded.
We on? Alright. 1, 2, 3, go!
Waking up in a dream, sleepwalking on another big stage. You never heard peace till you hear people scream your name in unison. I'm so far away from the place I used to be, struggling usually. Look at the new me, fate pursuing me. I can feel the energy in the air. It feel like I'm supposed to be here.
Everywhere I go, I'm getting so much love from fans to stars. Everyone saying how they can't wait for the OP. And I'm gonna blow, they believe in me. Feel so good in what you do. Help somebody else get through. That's why I do the best I can, because I know how blessed I am. I'm so high, I can touch the sky. I know it's my time, and it's now or never. Shine so bright, I light the night, and it feels so right. Ain't nothing better.
A fool if I take it all for granted. A smart man if I keep my feet planted to the earth. Cause the people that hurt can understand it. You speaking outlandish, I'ma show you how to make it all work. Another planet, it's a short-term goal for me. A record soul for me, it's just more of me in your ear. For you to hear Kendrick persevere. Defenses I feel relentless. Ambition with a clear vision. Taking off, I ain't taking off these pistons. I'm taking off on the enemy. Your distance came across me. How much it'll cost me to get you out my business. I set a planet, it's a short-term goal. No sky is the limit. I'm past that, now past that. Award not 1 but 4 times 2 plus yours.
I see myself performing there.
K-Dot.
Sold out shows where the room is packed. Sitting at the Grammys winning 5 awards. See myself on big billboards. Traveling around the world with endorsement deals. Can't imagine how it feels. That's why I'm smiling every day, because my dream ain't far away. I'm so high, I can touch the sky. I know it's my time, and it's now or never. Shine so bright, I light the night, and it feels so right. Ain't nothing better.
You looking at me and you tell me I'm blessed. Calculated my steps, my heart, my breath. Breathe lungs of a victory, and vividly you see me when I'm at my best, my worst. This verse dedicated to the days that I slept with a curse. Research my paid dues, I'm reimbursed. I burst in the crowd with a voice and a crown. I'm a king on the prowl, and I see mama smile. And a vow I'ma take that I'll never break. You can break bread with me now. We can all take a bow on the edge of the pedestal and scream out loud that we made it off the avenue and walk that mile. In the darkness, I often sit back and get lost in the rap that I wrote. When you told me that it spoke to your soul, I was talking to you. I was walking it through every ghetto. Tell success, hello, we here.
And I'm so happy I cry, 'cause I can't believe all the things I ever wanted are finally happening for me. And it's so surreal that I almost feel that any minute I could wake up from this fantasy. When you pray so hard and you've come so far, and you know that it's the time for you to leave your mark. And I'm gonna do it. Watch me. I'm so high I can touch the sky. I know it's my time, and it's now or never. Shine so bright, I light the night, and it feels so right. Ain't nothing better. I'm so high I can touch the sky. I know it's my time, and it's now or never. Shine so bright, I light the night, and it feels so right. Ain't nothing better. Don't look ahead, there's stormy weather. Another roadblock in our way. But if we go together. Our hands are tied here if we stay. Oh, we set our dreams to carry us, and if they don't fly, we will run. Now we push right past to find out.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. A moment here now to see the numbers for Brandon Ingram.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. In at the forwards, Ingram and Barnes. The guard spots filled by Quickly and Barrett. And it's Pirtle in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Wizards, we've got Bilal Coulibaly. Keyshawn George is out there with Chris Middleton. Then it's Sarr, and it's McCollum in at the point guard. On paper, this game looks one-sided, GA, but you never know in the NBA, do you? As they say, anything can happen.
Yeah, I mean, just so much talent in the league. If one or two guys get hot, this could end up being an upset. The difference between good teams and bad is razor thin.
And so it's the Wizards getting on the board first. Ingram, left side. Here's Barrett. Pass to Quickly. This one for three. It's hauled in by George. And the Wizards with possession. Goes up on the wing. Here's Sarr. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
And when you ask the coaches about Sarr, they rave about his motor.
Quickly against McCollum. Here's the teardrop. Sarr finds George. Shoots over Ingram. That's good for George on the assist by Sarr. First quarter, just over a minute played. Outside, Barrett. Ingram wide open. Buries the long-range jumper.
And you love the work Ingram has put into his shot. You can put him in the corner now and force the defense to extend.
Here's Coulibaly. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Coulibaly's got 5.
And when you start out shooting 80% or better as a team, you start to feel yourself a little bit, and that feeling is good. Oh, Barrett putting on a show, an unreal throwdown right there.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. The Wizards have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Here's George. Nice spin off the left rim and in. George has got his second bucket tonight. Here's Ingram. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Launches a 3. And Sarr pulls it down. For Washington, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Coulibaly, and that one is stuffed right through.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
I love their approach tonight. They are hitting at a really high percentage.
You know, Jim, when you look at Bilal Coulibaly, outstanding length for a wing.
Yes, 6'8" with the reach of Stretch Armstrong. The tools are all there. And at his young age, there is plenty of time to develop his offensive skills.
Now here's Middleton. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
A bit ago, Brian Keefe and I were able to chat. One player he is worried about in particular is Scotty Barnes because of the way he affects every phase of the game. You need points. There he is. You need a stop or a big rebound. He's got you. Anything asked of him, he can do it at a high level. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that.
Goodness, Sarr is a different type of athlete.
And so quickly, we'll bring it up for Toronto. Trailing here by 8. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game, great adjustments on the offensive end.
And the fact that they did all of that on the road was really impressive. Well, he better focus now. His efficiency is dropping, but there's enough game left to make corrections.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
We always talk about getting high percentage shots, and they are teaching a master class in that right now.
Now, here's Quickly. Coming off a solid outing against Miami. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Well, when a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Count it. 6 points for Alex Sarr.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Well, that's a big man playing big. Pirtle using all of that 7-foot length.
Washington leading now by 10. Here's McCollum. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
Barrett kicks to Quickly. Connects from three-point range. Quickly's got 5 now.
Lot of confidence that time by Quickly, showing you he can play off the ball as well.
Here's McCollum. 14 points from him the last game against Charlotte. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Raptors trail by 9. Ingram outside. Pass to Barrett. Six to shoot. Inside. Pirtle. And he uses the glass on the layup. Pirtle's got his second basket.
Tremendous read by Barrett. He recognized coming out of that pick and roll who had the better shot.
Middleton with it. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Hornets in Charlotte. That bucket in no time at all.
Yeah, boy, is he dialed in perfect from the field this period.
Now here's Barnes. Pass to Pirtle. The shot's good. 6 points for him.
Yeah, and that's his bread and butter right there. That's where Pirtle wants to operate, right there in the paint in front of the rim.
And so it's Washington with it. They lead by 7. Last time they came together was in Toronto, where they fell to the Raptors.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Well, I don't think you can look at these matchups and think it can be just one guy. I would have everybody on the glass to help out.
And Barrett gets it to go.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
Wasted no time on that one.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Raptors trail by 11. A 3 from Quickly. And Sarr pulls it down. Washington's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. And it's good for 2. Middleton's got his second basket of the night.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Outside, Barrett. Toronto working the ball around now. Nobody near Barnes. Good on the three-point shot.
Yeah, so many young forwards in this league can really shoot the 3, and Barnes is no exception.
Wizards leading by 10. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, excitement building in Ontario ahead of this coming May when the WNBA makes its long-awaited launch north of the border. The Toronto Tempo will become Canada's first ever WNBA franchise, and with that league finding a rhythm, this debut feels right on time.
It is a beautiful thing. And Shams, we appreciate the report. Here's Quickly. After the basket by Washington. On the wing Quickly. Coulibaly with the steal. And it's McCollum in the corner. Over Quickly. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by George.
Well, you can't give McCollum space anywhere on the floor.
Quickly against McCollum. And he makes good on the layup. Quickly's got 7.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Quickly's gone 3 of 6 shooting from the field, 50% so far. Here's McCollum. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Raptors trail by 14. Quickly with a wide open look. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Quickly's gone 4-7 in field goal attempts tonight. 57%. High post try. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him. He has 6.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And so quickly we'll bring it up for the Raptors. It's Barrett on the wing. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Washington. And the Raptors with some changes. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Keyshawn George. That's his first foul. Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Pass to Shed. Dick wide open.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Good on the shot. Coulibaly's got 16.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
Now upon a really intriguing part of the season, Greg, it seems we've seen enough to give these teams some kind of identity.
I tell you, if teams are still searching for an identity, it's fair to say things probably aren't going well.
First one falls for him. So, Tim, the District of Columbia and the Wizards reaching a deal to keep them in D.C. through 2050.
Along with a project to expand the arena complex, create an entertainment district, and implement safety and transportation upgrades. Really exciting stuff.
He's off on the second. And this is the second full season for Brian Keefe as head coach of the Wizards.
Even in a rebuild, setting culture matters. Keefe's approach, accountability, teaching, and no shortcuts. Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Here's Murray Boyle. 11 points for him in that last game against Miami. And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Back over to you, Kevin.
All for one. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Raptors trail by 19. Here's Shed. He has yet to score. And again, no good by Toronto.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Tipped away. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Now let's take a look at the teams that have been holding their opponents to the fewest points in the last 10 games. Fifth, the Raptors.
And defensively, they have really set the tone lately, preventing teams from getting into any kind of rhythm against them.
Here's McCollum. Again, the Wizards score.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
The Raptors shooting it officially from the get-go. They're at 52% from the field. With the step back, here's Shed. Rebound, Washington.
And that leaves his coach scratching his head because you can't get a better look than that.
Here he goes, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. Here's Shed. He is guarded by McCollum. Pass to Walter. Shot to stop the run, and he's good on the three ball.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Wizards leading by 20. Here's McCollum. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
His efficiency throughout this game has really been something, and his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it.
There's a minute 40 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Shed. No scoring in this one. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. A three ball. The rebound by Carrington. Washington's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. George, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
And here's Toronto. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Here's Murray Boyle. Here's Shed. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Shot clock at 3. The shot by Murray Boyles, no good. Going inside. And Coulibaly gets it to go.
And when you got someone putting on a show like this, I mean, in the first quarter, you have got to be kidding.
We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the first. And here's McCollum. 10 points for him. 16 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Walter. And Sarr pulls it down. Sarr's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. at the end of the first quarter. And what a blowout already in this one. Washington out in front, delivering the blowout. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Oh, man, how about the mid-range jumper from these guys? It's on tonight, a huge part of their offense so far.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
So for Toronto right now, we've got Barnes. He's out there with Dick. And it's Shed in at the point. Pass to Dick. Now here's Barnes. Back to Dick. From downtown. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Washington has gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Whitmore's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Wizards. Here's Shed. 8 points his last outing. Ball's knocked loose. And here comes the break. Here's Carrington. And Washington again with the bucket.
Now that one went in, but I don't think that's a shot they want to rely on.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. To the inside. Shed, that's good. Shed's got his first basket.
That's a nice dime from Barnes, showing he can break down the defense with his passing.
So it's the Wizards now. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game, and that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. And the Raptors shooting in this game 45%. And a player, Tim, who stuffs the stat sheet, Scotty Barnes.
Yeah, Kevin, he just has a great all-around game. But the thing I like the most, he's very unselfish. He will pass up a shot if a teammate has a better one.
Washington with the ball. The Raptors getting the bucket. Carrington. The rebound by Shed. To the middle. Wants to get it to Barnes and does.
Now, how about Barnes on that one? He really got up.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. On the wing, Whitmore. Covered by Barnes. And finished off by Bagley.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebounding, one of his specialties.
Here's Mamu Kelishvili after the basket by Washington. And the shot is good.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Wizards have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. When you think about elite offensive players, Tim, what's one area that can really put them over the top and into a completely different category?
I think it's those guys that have a willingness to move without the basketball. If you have a willingness to run and cut and respace, it's going to create a lot of problems for a defense.
Has that even become more of a thing now as you watch these high-octane space and pace type offenses?
There is no question it's become something that's a priority for teams now, and I also think the ingenuity of these young coaches creates a better flow offensively if you're willing to run without the basketball.
Ah, that's terrific. Washington making some changes. Chris Middleton's checked in for Whitmore. Coulibaly comes in for Corey Kispert. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Johnson. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Coulibaly. And that misses badly. Air ball. The Raptors have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. The shot's good from Lawson.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so McCollum will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Well, and the bottom line is they just had too many unfavorable matchups. They could never find a lineup that worked.
Here's Murray Boyle. Following the basket by Chris Middleton. That one goes. Count it. Murray Boyles has got his second basket of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Wizards leading by 21. Here's McCollum. Another one falls for Washington.
Well, that is in his wheelhouse right there. C.J. McCollum can absolutely torch you off the dribble.
That's a 2 from Barnes. Bagley with the rebound.
Well, I'm not sure if he was surprised to be that wide open, but something got him out of focus.
Here's Middleton, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And we talk about Middleton's accurate shooting often, but they're reminding us of his dunking ability as well.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Shed. Pass to Kelishvili. Barnes screen on Bagley. And it's Kelishvili missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Carrington. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Lawson outside. Here's Murray Boyle. From past the arc. Rebound by the Wizards. Coulibaly's got 5 rebounds tonight. And last season, Vince Carter became the first player ever to have his jersey retired, Tim, by the Raptors.
So well deserved. And look, prime Vince Carter is exactly the kind of player Toronto is still looking for. A 3-level elite scorer.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
One shot.
GA now in year 3 under Darko Rajakovic. The Raptors are staying the course.
His contract runs through next season, and he's all in on developing these young players and getting the best out of them.
Here's Shed for 3. Ingram drains it from beyond the arc. Ingram's got 6.
Yeah, the defense fell asleep on that one. You've got to get to Brandon Ingram in that corner.
3-pointer Bagley. That's in. Coming off the assist from McCollum. McCollum's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. The Raptors have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. And that one's good. Kelishvili. Kelishvili has got his second basket of the game. Wizards have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter. Well above the 50% mark from the field. Chalk up 2 there.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Now, quickly. 9 points in the game so far. Fires the three. Rebound, Washington. Coulibaly's got 6 rebounds in the game. And Barnes sends it back.
Well, Barnes is a point forward with a wingspan of 7 feet 3 inches, so he is always a threat to send it back in your face.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Wizards making a switch here. Sars checked in. The Raptors also with a sub. Barrett's checked in. Barnes finds Barrett. And here's Ingram from the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Ingram's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, after making 1 in the first quarter, he's now made 2 here in the second. Starting to get it going a little bit.
That one off the back iron and out. Toronto's gone for the 3-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Wide open look. Rebounded by McCollum. Washington's gotten off 4 shots from 3-point range tonight and buried every one of them. And the shot goes in.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Toronto shooting very well, 56% from the floor here in the second quarter. Ingram outside. Jacks up a 3. Washington with the rebound. Middleton left side. Over Barnes. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Raptors. Shoots it up. Ingram can't get that one to fall. Washington shooting very well, 56% from the floor here in the second quarter. McCollum, and it falls over the rim and in. McCollum's got 4 points in the quarter. Raptors shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Quickly the pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. And that one's good. Quickly's got 11.
That's nice work inside by Quickly. He's only 6'3", but he feels like he can score in the paint whenever he wants.
Washington shooting has been wild, 76%. That's just unbelievable. Sar's shot is off. And it's the Raptors' ball. Puts the move on. And Quickly with the lay-in. 13 points in the game.
That is such a creative move. With the ball in his hands, Quickly can really be special.
Washington calls timeout. You know, Tim, we see a lot of talented wings in this NBA. Where does R.J. Barrett separate himself?
Well, he's very difficult when he puts it on the deck, Kevin. He's got some moves, and he's got an array of finishes, both the layup package, or he can pound it on your head.
Sean George. He's checked in for Carlton Carrington. Now at the moment here, let's take a look at our rookie leaderboard and who's putting up the most points per game. You look at George, a top 5 scorer in the league. What a player he is.
Well, coming in, you wondered how his talent would translate at this level in terms of scoring. And I've got to say, apparently, it's translating pretty well.
Washington's gotten off 4 shots from three-point range tonight and buried every one of them. McCollum, no good. Toronto shooting the ball beautifully in the second quarter. They're at 55% from the field. And Barrett gets it to go.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Washington leading now by 23. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Barrett against Coulibaly.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
And they seem to have found something out there. I like the confidence they're playing with.
It's McCollum on the wing, quickly covering. Here's Toronto now. They've got an 8-0 run. Here's Murray Boyle. Off target from outside. The Wizards shooting in the second quarter, right around 48%. Here's Middleton. And Pirtle pulls it down. Raptors trail by 21. It's Ingram on the wing, defended by George. Pass to Murray Boyle. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got 3 assists in the game.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Ingram with the steal. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Kevin. RJ Barrett, the son of a pro hoops player. He said, quote, "As a youngster, my dad programmed me to be aggressive. He always told me, go to the rim, live in the paint. When you do that, you not only score, but you force the whole defense to collapse, and you can make easy plays to hit shooters." Guys, back to you.
Playing with purpose. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. For 3, Ingram drills it from outside. Ingram's got 12 in the game.
3 triples for him this quarter, 4 overall.
Here's George. Sarr, great positioning on the putback. And the Wizards lead by 16.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And McCollum with the block. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
On the inbound. Out to Ingram. Launches it. Offensive rebound. Nice shot by Pirtle. 8 points for him.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's George. And Washington again with the bucket.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Now here's Ingram. He's got 12. And slam dunk by Ingram.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. We've got 1:28 left in the first half. Here's George. Here's Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
Again, it's the rookie, Alex Sarr, having a monster night, giving us a preview of things to come.
McCollum against Quickly. And it's sent back by George. Here's Middleton. And the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
And the defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
Stolen by McCollum. And here's the fast break. Lets it fly from 18. Again, the Wizards score.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, when you have the lead, ball security is everything. Just focus on each trip up the floor.
Wizards leading by 20. Coulibaly with it. Picked up by Barrett. Bucket is good. Coulibaly's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Barrett, no good. Washington has gotten off 4 shots from three-point range tonight and buried every one of them. Here's Middleton. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Barrett. Over Middleton. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Washington holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the Washington Wizards.
Their offense may get the credit for the lead, but they've set the tone with their rebounding.
I give it the Shaq stamp of approval. They've been the schoolyard bullies today.
And let's move on to the Eastern Conference standings. The true contenders are beginning to stand out.
Well, right now for Washington, they knew it was going to be a tough year, and I got to say it's been hard to watch them fight, looking through all these challenges. You hope they're learning something out there. Challenging times for the franchise.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been quite a game for Bilal Coulibaly.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
I wouldn't want to have to be out there trying to keep up with them. It's really difficult when he shows you this kind of energy offensively.
Ingram has got the ball here for the Raptors. Sarr out there with Chris Middleton. Then it's George. Then it's Coulibaly. And it's McCollum in at the point guard position. So that's who Brian Keefe starts the second half with.
Another bucket that time by Ingram. He is going off, looking to attack every time he catches the ball.
McCollum with the ball. Jim, this is going to hit home, and I'm sorry about it, but it's going on 5 decades since the Washington Wizards have enjoyed a 50-win season.
Kevin, you're breaking my heart. A couple generations have passed. So if this rebuild requires some patience, fans in the DMV are saying, what's a few more years?
Now here's Ingram. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Alex Sarr.
Man, that's a lot to deal with when you guard Pirtle. This is a really skilled 7-footer.
And timid old-school big man Jakob Pirtle still more than valuable in today's game.
Well, there certainly remains a place in this league for centers who defend the rim, rebound, and set screens. He might not be flashy, but he's a winning player.
That free throw, no good. And we've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travels that didn't happen.
He hits the second from the line.
And one thing I really love about Jakob Poeltl, it's how active he is defensively. He just affects so many shots with his energy.
Now here's McCollum. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
Emmanuel Quickly. Second personal foul. First team foul.
You know, Jim, throughout his career, C.J. McCollum has been the model of consistency.
Well, you can count on him to get you 20 with efficient shooting, Kevin. We've seen it now for over a decade, and I love his calm, steady demeanor. It stabilizes his team.
And this Wizards team, Greg, giving its young players every opportunity to develop.
Yeah, these young guys were the NBA equivalent of drinking from a fire hose. But after years of just treading water and mediocrity, I think the fans appreciate the clear sense of direction from this group.
The three from McCollum. And Poeltl pulls it down. Raptors trail by 21. Inside, and stolen by Song. For Washington, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And George gets it to go.
Third quarter off to a great start offensively. That's 3 of their first 4 they've made.
Here's Quickly. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And having starred in a 6-man role in New York, Tim Emmanuel Quickly has been handed the keys in Toronto.
Well, he certainly has, Kevin, and he's got the contract to match it. You talk about confidence and determination to prove yourself. That sums up Quickly.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one.
And something I've noticed about Emmanuel Quickly is how much his passing has improved and his movement off the ball. He's just a much smarter player than when he first came into the league.
And he sinks the second. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Here's Coulibaly. A three-pointer is right on target. Coulibaly's got 32 points.
They're on fire to start this quarter, and with each basket, their confidence grows.
Barrett for 3. And again, Toronto no luck. Washington has gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. McCollum outside. Over Quickly. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And that's now 19 points for C.J. McCollum. Quickly kicks to Ingram. It's Barrett on the wing. Ingram deciding where to go with it. On the wing, Barnes. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got 4 assists now tonight.
He was ready, and Barnes wasted no time firing that jumper.
Coulibaly with it. Barrett covering, and the basket is good. Coulibaly's got 5 points now in the quarter.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
Back to Ingram. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
One shot.
And the technical free throw is good. And legs from going undrafted to becoming a three-point contest champion, you had to fight for your place in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, that's an understatement. Yes, undrafted in '88. I played in just about every league imaginable, including a year in France. Had a bunch of 10-day contracts early on, but I didn't get my first full-time NBA contract until 1993 with the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, your perseverance and tenacity definitely paid off.
Certainly didn't take no for an answer, I can tell you that.
Coulibaly against Barrett, shoots from the elbow. It's hauled in by the Raptors. And Barrett slams it in.
Moves like that will help Barrett become a more well-rounded threat. Nice ball control.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's McCollum. Lays it up off the glass. McCollum's got 21 in the game. Here's Barrett. He's got 10. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
And the thing I love about Barrett in watching him, he plays with toughness and determination.
Wizards leading by 21. McCollum outside. Over quickly. Barnes grabs the miss. Toronto's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Hurdle with a screen on George. Ingram. It's rebounded by Coulibaly. Coulibaly's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Over Hurdle. Coulibaly, no good. Raptors trail by 21. It's up a 3. Barrett, no good. Washington has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Accurate with the jumper from the elbow. Sarr's got 17 now.
And would you say the offense is coming around for Sarr? He is doing it all tonight.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
You stand to the floor.
And with this chance, we can show you the real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. Those are the season's top shot-blocking teams. In fourth, the Wizards.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
And so quickly, we'll bring it up for the Raptors. He's looking for Pirtle, finds him, and the dunk by Pirtle.
When you watch quickly, it's really easy to see how much his passing has improved since he first entered the league.
Wizards leading by 21. Here's Whitmore. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. So we'll see Cam Whitmore go to the free throw line. Scotty Barnes picks one up. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Washington.
They've been running away from the defense all game. I mean, loads of points here off the fast break, and the opposition just hasn't been able to adjust to that aggressive play style.
And they have also done a great job capitalizing on turnovers. Whenever they get a steal, they are off to the races. They're going to try to keep that going.
And Whitmore, no good on that one. In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy you can plug in just about anywhere. And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
And so it's Washington with it, following the three-pointer by Scotty Barnes. And Pirtle sends it back.
Yeah, forget about it. If Pirtle's in the paint, he's going to use his size to alter everything in there.
And there it is for him. Pirtle's got 7 now in this quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Wizards leading by 18. On the wing, Whitmore, covered by Barnes, and that one drops.
And Whitmore a beast inside because of his power and ability to elevate.
Toronto's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Barrett wide open, he fires. That 3 off the mark.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Whitmore, and Whitmore throws it down.
Oh, man, when Cam Whitmore throws it down, you feel bad for the rim.
Raptors shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Ingram outside. Pirtle, the pass to Quickly. Washington with the rebound. Sarr's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's Carrington. And the layup falls. Carrington's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Not a standout part of Sarr's game, but good work recognizing that opening in the defense and making the right read.
Here's Toronto. Ingram outside. 3-pointer. And Sarr pulls it down. Sarr's got rebound number 13 with that last one. And so the ball's out of bounds. Ingram touched it last. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Raptors. On Sunday, they'll take on Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Monday, they'll be taking on Franz Wagner and the Orlando Magic.
And you know for that matchup with Atlanta, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
And Toronto making a change here. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. And here is Quickly. He's got 19. Ingram outside to halt the run, and he drops that one in. Ingram's got 4 points this quarter.
That's really a nice timing on that release that time by Ingram. He was shot ready.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Attention everyone, look who's coming onto the court. That's right, it's your Wizards Ice Squad.
And the Wizards making a change here. Washington's gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. Now, Coulibaly. He's got 34. George against Barrett. The 3. The rebound by Middleton. Washington has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And that one is good. Middleton's got 4 this quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And Ingram has got the ball here for Toronto. Pass to Barnes. And here's Barrett. Clock at 4.
This is an element that R.J. Barrett brings to this offense. He loves to put pressure on the defense by getting to the foul line.
And another of these young, talented players out of Canada, R.J. Barrett, is a high-level NBA athlete.
It's in the blood. His father played for the Canadian national team. Barrett, an attack wing who loves to get downhill.
And that one falls for Barrett.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
The Raptors making a switch here. Shedd's checked in. So he gets them both.
And when you look at what R.J. Barrett brings to the table as a wing, he's a very dependable scorer that can attack you at all 3 levels.
Here's Carrington. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Man, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And you watch Bub Carrington, you know, Tim, for a young player, he has got a real feel for this game.
Yeah, Kevin, he quickly processes things out there. He's got great anticipation at both ends. And I'll tell you what, he's just getting started.
Here's Ingram. He's got 18. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation.
Possession to Toronto.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And high-quality numbers for him all season long. How about 81 from the line?
One shot.
And honestly, the one thing that's held Brandon Ingram back is health. And at this stage of his career, if he is able to play, he is going to be a huge factor.
On defense, Washington. Pass to Shed. Raptors moving the ball around. Out to the right wing. There's the three. Here's Walter. Now Ingram shoots the three. Buries it from three-point range. Ingram's got 22 points.
And that's another three. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Toronto shooting in the third quarter has been brilliant, up around 58%. Shed, that's good. Shed's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
On the wing, Carrington. He's got 11. Cans it from downtown. Carrington's got 14 points.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Here's Shed. Pass to Murray Boyle. The offensive rebound. Washington's gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. Carrington, that's good.
After a forgettable first half, he is turning it on now. You love to see this kind of resilience.
The Raptors shooting at 51%. Really solid. Here's Shed. Defended by Carrington. Yep, it counts.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Washington's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Snatched away. Fast break, Toronto.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Out to the wing. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. 5 points in the game. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ingram. Rebounded by the Wizards. 1:41 left in the third. Carrington, that's good.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Shed. He's got 6. Pass to Ingram. Shot from 12. Here's Mamu Kelishvili.
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standards, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
It's the
group getting ready for the Wizards. Bagley, he's checked in for Song. Kisper comes in for Chris Middleton. Johnson, he's checked in for Keyshawn George. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Coulibaly. .114 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Johnson. And the shot no good, a bit short. Toronto shooting in the third quarter has been brilliant, up around 58%. And that one's good. Kelishvili. Kelishvili has got 9.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's McCollum. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Oh, that's what you love about C.J. McCollum. He is so good at finding a way to get to his spots.
Here's Ingram. He's got 22. 46 seconds left in the third quarter. Washington's gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. Bagley with the bucket.
Yeah, and Bagley has the reputation for showing variety. Can score in a different way on each possession.
.36 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Kelishvili.
If you work the ball inside, it is going to pay dividends.
Brandon Ingram.
And so it's Washington with it.
Who's got CJ?
McCollum right side. Toronto grabs the miss. Kelishvili has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Shed. Here's Kelishvili. Here's Ingram. And they pick up 2. Ingram's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And there you're looking at a big forward with an elite handle, and that time Ingram created enough space off the dribble.
Here's McCollum. Another one falls for Washington. And so it's the Washington Wizards ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. It seems like nothing they do can go wrong as they string together one successful possession after another and are simply running away with this one. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
I just love the way he plays. He does a great job of making everyone around him better.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Brady Dick is out there with Barnes. Then it's Walter. And it's Kelishvili in at the 5 down low. The Raptors shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Pass to Barnes. One thing we see sometimes, players opting to represent themselves when it comes to signing a contract. In other words, Tim, they don't have an agent. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think most players, Kevin, understand that the numbers are pretty set, particularly for the superstar. If you know you're going to get a supermax, why not keep more of what you make? Why pay an agent?
That's a good point. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. Shot from 12. The rebound by Shed. And the Raptors with possession. To the paint. Here's Kelishvili. That one falls.
They will take that shot every time down the floor if they could. It's just great execution.
The Wizards shooting a magnificent 69% in this game. Goes up on the high post. McCollum, no good. Jake with it. Uncovered. And again, it's Toronto converting.
Whether it's a catch and shoot or off the bounce, Grady Dick can knock it down. Tremendous jump shooter.
It's McCollum with the drive. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
At the line for two, C.J. McCollum.
First free throw is good. Tim, as we look at the area of modern medicine, isn't it amazing how it's helping extend playing careers?
Yeah, it's really incredible, Kevin, how these procedures now are so much less invasive. Guys come back sooner and they're able to play longer. Just look at Klay Thompson gifting his 2022 championship ring to the doctor who performed his Achilles surgery. Now that's the kind of impact these doctors are having.
It really is amazing.
Your classic combo guard, C.J. McCollum, can play off the ball as a shooting guard, but also can run the point at times. A valuable piece for this team.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Wizards leading by 22. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. McCollum's got 31 points.
And the offense has just flowed through McCollum all night, whether that's finding people or repeatedly attacking like he does right there.
Here's Walter. Sarge checked in for the Wizards. Ingram, he's checked in for the Raptors.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Down low, and he dunks it down.
Now, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Wizards have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's McCollum, and he drops in the layup off the glass. McCollum's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, it looked like the defense was there for the challenge, but C.J. McCollum showing you his ability to fight through that.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. For the three, Shed, that's good.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
So it's Washington now. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
And just look at those numbers. What can't McCollum do?
For Toronto, they've gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6.
Well, he led his teammate and hit him in stride. You really can't do it any better than that.
Greg, we've had a couple of NBA Cups in the book already. What have you thought of it so far?
A little added excitement and interest early in the regular season, and I'm all for it. Between that and the play-in, I think the NBA's done a great job to kind of make every part of the calendar relevant.
And slam dunk by Ingram.
Well, you see all of that athleticism right there by Ingram. He can be such a force when he catches it that deep.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. On the top of the key. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Ingram's got 8 rebounds in this game. It's Dick on the wing. Off target from three-point range. Wizards leading by 21. Right side back. And it's Mamukelashvili with the rebound. Mamukelashvili has got 5 rebounds tonight. For 3, Ingram. Rebound, Washington. Bagley's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
And it results in the highest percentage look you're going to get.
And Ingram has got the ball here for the Raptors. Now Dick. Pass to Shed. Barnes screen on McCollum. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
One shot.
At the line for the Raptors, Zach. One shot.
One shot.
So, Tim, when you played, you were one of the league's best sharpshooters. Did you ever look around and pick things up off of other guys you watch shoot the ball well?
No question. In fact, I learned a lot about how to move off the ball by watching other guys as I made my way through college and eventually became a pro. And even when I was in the league, I would study other players to pick up things on their footwork and how to get my release a little bit quicker.
Give me one player that you really studied hard.
Well, there's no question Del Curry was a guy I watched because he needed very little time to get that shot off, coming off of his screen. And unfortunately, several times I got there late against him and learned my lesson.
Again, the Wizards, good for 2.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Now here's Barnes. And here's Ingram from the arc. Drops in the tray. Ingram's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, he hit 4 threes in the first, and now he's drained 2 more here in the second quarter. Absolutely on fire from deep.
George with the ball. He's covered by Ingram. Here's Song. In, and his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor, and looking for more.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pass to Murray Boyle. Ingram outside. Over George. And it's Ingram missing. Wizards leading by 21. George looking over the floor. Driving in. And that one, good.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Toronto's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. For 3, Ingram. Rebound by the Wizards. George has got 7 rebounds in the game. And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. checked in for the Raptors. Barrett comes in for Grady Dick.
Toronto substitution. Jacob Hurt. R.J. Barrett.
Wizards leading by 23. On the wing, Coulibaly. Barrett covering, and Coulibaly gets it to go.
Well, that's a shot that some defenses can give up, but not to that guy.
Ingram outside. To the paint. And Pirtle gets it to go on the assist from Ingram. Ingram's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Now here's McCollum. Pass to Coulibaly. Over Barrett. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Ingram's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Barrett against McCollum. Now here's Barrett. He's covered closely. Off with the layup. Washington's gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside.
Oh, tremendous defense there from Barnes. That 7'2" wingspan coming in handy.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Pass to Coulibaly. From the wing. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Well, the volume has been there, but so has the efficiency, which is why they're in control of this game.
And it's quickly missing. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
So, Tim, in the past, it's always been accepted that the veteran-laden teams would have an edge. But I don't know if we're seeing that as much now. What do you think?
Well, I think you used to see a lot more continuity with rosters across a number of years. But nowadays, much shorter contracts means you have teams that evolve and change more regularly than ever before.
Almost feels like you got to be more nimble as a franchise than ever before.
You absolutely have to have much more forethought because you keep these groups together for a shorter period of time.
That's good from Coulibaly.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Song. Kisper comes in for Chris Middleton. Johnson, he's checked in for George. And Carlton Carrington subbed in for C.J. McCollum. And Coulibaly drops them both. And so quickly, we'll bring it up for the Raptors. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Toronto shooting and hitting almost everything here in the fourth, up around 58% from the field. Pass to Ingram. A three from Barnes. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And all of that success from the three-point line will open up driving lanes. Let's see if they can take advantage of that as well. That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Toronto with the ball. It's Ingram on the wing. He's defended by Coulibaly and stolen by Coulibaly. Here's Here's Carrington. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Carrington's got 16 here in the second half. You know, Tim, some people love the star power of dynasties, but do you think the league's push for parity is helping the game overall?
Overall, I do believe competitive balance is good for the league. I think there are more fan bases that stay more engaged longer into the year, and that's just good for everybody.
I totally agree. The Raptors shooting an efficient 53% from the field. In the corner, it's Ingram. From past the arc, knocks down the three ball. Ingram's got 8 here in the quarter.
He was red hot from the 3 in the first half, and he is showing no signs of slowing down.
Here's Carrington. The baseline J off the mark. Johnson against Barrett. Pass to quickly. Here's the 3. Kept alive. Now here's Barnes. He's looking for Pirtle and finds him, and he gets the bucket. Pirtle's got 19 points.
Well, right now, Pirtle has the hottest hand on the floor. They should just keep feeding the big guy.
Here's Coulibaly. Hits the front of the rim and out. Here's Toronto. Here's Barrett. Whoa! He flew in there.
Wow! And I love when Barrett refuses to settle for that contested jumper. He's really good attacking the rim.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. Here's Carrington. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots. Johnson against Barrett. Pass to Barnes. And here's quickly for 3. Rebounded by the Wizards.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Bagley. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And you can tell Bagley knows his strengths on offense and does a great job playing to them. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Wizards.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And after dropping game 1 in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for C.J. McCollum.
Yeah, he was just laser focused in that game. It got to the point where you just knew if he shot it, it was going in.
The Raptors shooting 57% in this fourth quarter. Here's quickly, driving to the basket.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Washington calls timeout. There's 45 seconds left in the game. presentation of the player of the game, C.J. McCollum.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
After 2 straight losses, they switched it up a bit tonight, giving him a much bigger role, and it's worked out even better than they could have hoped for. Washington calls timeout. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the fourth. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bagley finds Carrington. Over quickly. The Wizards with another miss. And the Raptors with possession. High, arcing shot, and good that time. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Carrington. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Yeah, the atmosphere in this arena has been unbelievable. Great all-around effort by everyone to put this game away.
And Ingram has got the ball here for the Raptors. Pass to quickly. A 3. No good that time.
Well, his three-pointer just hasn't been there in the second half.
Outside, Bagley. Over quickly. That shot, no good. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, C.J. McCollum.